when you start to achieve those goals that you really want, those goals that you've been thinking about for a while, and it just like you finally pull the trigger on that one thing, you drive to this place and do this thing, or talk to this person about something you really wanted to talk about, and then you finally got the courage to talk to them about it, and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad at all, then you build momentum, basically, right? Like you're on you get that like one thing going, that one small thing, it leads to a bigger thing and a bigger thing and a bigger thing and a bigger thing, right? Until like eventually, like if it's like your physique, if your physique with training, right, it's getting your six pack, you keep going. You just keep doing the ab workouts. 3 times a week. You're so on it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm just gonna do these ab workouts. That's it, and I'm freaking on it. Your diet is good. You're not cheating on your diet. Things are good, and then you're seeing the progress. Right? You're seeing that come to you pretty well. So it's a beautiful thing. Just looking at this guy's like parking next to me. Who was coming in, but yeah, it's alright. Yeah, but when you build that momentum, then it goes into a bigger thing, and you're able to just achieve way more than you thought. It's such a beautiful thing. You think that, because a lot of people look at themselves and they look at like someone with like a jacked physique, let's say like David Laid. He's an influencer I've mentioned before. He's got like that. He's got like that like aesthetic physique that a lot of men want. He's like 6'2" and like 85 kilos, 87 kilos, something like that. He's shredded. He's got the V tape, all of that. And he and with that, a lot of people will look at him and be like, oh bro, I wish I could look like that, I wish I could look like that. And they go to the gym a bit, they're a bit consistent at the start, they're a bit consistent with their diet, they're eating the clean foods, and then they just fall off because they go, oh, it's too hard. And no, really, you just want consistent. That's what it is. You just listen to all like the silliness, and you listen to like those bad friends around you, right? Which is a massive thing that a lot of people need to cut out. That negative energy, because it drains your energy. Like those bad people will drain your energy and make you really go like, oh no, I don't actually need to go to the gym. Then, oh, I can have that drink, or I can go to a cinema with them. And like, no, when you're so on your goals, you're so set in motion, and then you messed everything up because you fell back into like that lazy pattern with those lazy people. So, and that's one of the things you just need to cut out. Negative people, right? Negative energy to achieve your goals, to get that momentum going. You build a small goal and then you achieve another bigger goal and a bigger goal and bigger goal. And then before you know it, you're freaking 85 kilos of shreddedness. You're jacked, because you're just focused. And when people look at you in the street and you get more attention, and you're just like, wow, like, I don't realize I look like, why are people looking at me? And then someone tells you, like a good friend you haven't seen in a while, let's say, tells you like, wow, bro, you look shredded, man. Bro, your face, and like that friend you used to go to the gym with, now you're up to his level, You're even better. You're even in better shape than him, because you built that momentum. That's what it is. You just built that momentum. You focused, and yeah, that's it. Hard work. It really is simple with all these things. Like to get something you want so badly, really just takes consistency, patience, and hard work. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not even that hard. Like with your physique, I don't think it's that hard really, like to build muscle, all of that. The only hard part is the start. I promise you, the only hard part is the start. Actually getting going, going to the gym. There's first times, and even with that, a lot of people make the mistake of like being like, okay, 4 times a week in the gym, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sort my diet straight away. They do it like all cold turkey, which is really the wrong way to do it. And that way, you're not gonna end up being consistent on all of that. Because most of these people that do that, they're not people who are disciplined in all these other areas of their life. If you are disciplined in all these other areas of your life, then perhaps, yeah, it can work. But you have to like be so strict on yourself, especially at the start. And especially at the start with like, with training, hypertrophy training, right? Just doing bicep curls and bench and squatting, bench press, all of that, it hurts at first, it's still, now I'm a good like 6 years into it. I won't say it hurts, but it's still like, uncomfortable, yeah, but at first obviously your tendons are feeling it more, and you're feeling it so much in your legs, and like geez. And so really, like for the start, I just say just push-ups daily. I said this before, but like daily push-ups, you hot up your body with that, chest, triceps, shoulders, core, everything, and then you just get the momentum going. And then from that, you sort out your breakfast. Make sure your breakfast is clean. Have like eggs and bread, something like that. That's actually one thing I forgot to get in Tesco. Just in the car park right here recording this. But yeah, you sort out all your diet, you sort out your breakfast, push-ups daily, and then lunch and dinner, and then you start going to the gym then, and you've already built a foundation, right? So, and you've already have that confidence. I mean, I'm not saying you need to do that, so like before you go to the gym. If you like, especially if you want to start going to the gym straight away, do it. Amazing, yeah, do it. But I'm just saying that it can be harder for a lot of people to start, to go cold turkey, to go straight away 3 or 5 times a week when they haven't done any training before, especially, right? So like if you're a runner, let's say you've been running for, I don't know, 5, 6 years, 7, 8, 10 years, and then you want to start lifting, then it will be easier for you because you've built that pattern, you've built that mental discipline, the mental strength with running. But still, it's a hard thing right at first for anyone. But yeah, make those small goals, achieve that. One small thing: lay your bed, empty your bin in your room, empty the dishwasher when it needs to be emptied straight away. Don't delay it. Gratitude journal, even like that's something for you. Yeah, which is a really good thing for sure. So, and then that'll build momentum, right? And then you'll be able to do those bigger things, and you have more confidence to do those bigger things because you've achieved those smaller things, and you just have the ball rolling. And then 6 months, a year later, people see you transformed, your physique, your financial status, the friends you surround yourself with. Like, you're able to go on vacation to Antalya, Turkey, to Dubai. You go to New York City, meet these other entrepreneur friends, and because you built that momentum. So yeah, a very important thing. Yeah. So enough said, honestly. Yeah. Peace.